deliberate. Got these over here. I've always got my Accu mobility ball somewhere close by. Picked these up today, but I've got this elbow thing that's going through my forearm. I'm sure it's coming from stones where I'm picking up. There's the forearm irritation up under there. I can leave this set up over here in between sets. I can come and dig in that area. This is kind of sharp and pointy, so I can dig into that elbow, find a spot that hurts. I'm sweaty, so I can slide. And it's easy to clean tacky off of when you're done, which is a big plus. You can't really do anything when you're doing stones covered in tacky, but that forearm muscle is locked up pretty good. Well, all right, guys, that was Thursday. Pretty big Thursday. I had a pretty solid session. I think I mentioned that I was going to knock out. I had written down the heavier Atlas stones to add into the mix, and I had written down to, because the original plan was low platform, medium platform, high platform, low platform, medium platform, high platform, and just continue going through there till I miss at the high platform. And to hit failure. And it didn't take me long to realize that I'm too old to be hitting failure very often on Atlas stones. It's way too dangerous, way too taxing. And I could tell doing the plyometric jumps on the warm-ups that my legs are dead. My quads just thoroughly cramped up whenever I did any kind of jumping and landing on my warm-ups. So definitely wise choice. Stick with the smaller stone, go to the higher platform. That's my weakness. The only thing that concerns me is that I'm still continuing with that light stone to just pop it up and then flip my hands over. So I don't think that's going to directly transfer over into the bigger stones. But that said, I think the quality work that I do here in the next couple of months with the heavier stones and the heavier sandbags definitely will. So this is the time, and I'm harping on this all the time, where the core lift is small. It's not that challenging, but the accessories are very, very big. Lots of accessories, lots of volumes, lots of sets, lots of work. Try everything and figure out which extra pieces of the puzzle need to stay in there even when the core lifts are the majority of your program. So expansion and shrinking, always expanding and shrinking. First set, second set was solid. Everything felt really good. My elbow's bothering me quite a bit, but it's really forearm. Third set, I raised the platform up another 5 inches. I really wanted to push and go faster, but I think pushing and going faster on the second set. As I reset every rep, I got my hands back to the top and then drop back down to grab it really, really quick. that grabbing it really, really quick is putting my elbow and bicep, forearms paying a price for that. And I don't think it's the grab and go as much as it is that I'm just grabbing it wherever my hands land and I'm pulling from there instead of getting my hands securely underneath it. So another 1/4 of a second on there, not a full second, not 2 seconds of fumbling with it, another 1/4 of a second on each stone is going to let me be a little bit safer in the long run. And then you get to a contest and then you do whatever you want. But in training, I've got to do it right. I've got to save my body. So, and I finished off with a single at 60 inches. 60? Yeah, I did. So I did 50, 55, and 60. Something like that. So everything felt really solid. It's not a problem with the height or the weight or the motion. My back is fully extending. And I keep saying this, but go back and remember a year ago, 6 months ago, my back wouldn't. It wouldn't holding a backpack. It wouldn't holding a pair of my shoes. It wouldn't getting out of bed. It would not go from rounded to extended. Physically could not be done. So that's huge. That's huge, guys. And I'm looking at my notes here because I did a lot today. I did the dynamic effort stuff. So I did the plows at the beginning. I don't usually put those on the video, but that's usually part of my warm-up. I did the dynamic stuff with the bags. I haven't done that in a couple of years. And I used to do that with actual Atlas stones and whatever were the worst bands I had at my gym. And I would hook it up to the super yoke. So the bands would kind of go across my hands and I could get used to going up with an actual Atlas stone. But I don't have any bands that I really want to destroy. I don't want to risk dropping a stone because I dropped several stones at my gym, but dropping on the ground there, on the concrete outside at 1 o'clock in the morning, it's a totally different story. So I'm messing with the sandbags. I used the 50 kilo sandbag, 110 pounds. That's actually a 160 kilo, 352 pound bag. It's absolutely giant. I've got it filled with rubber pellets, so it gives you that, you're spread out like a little bit like you would be with an Atlas stone. And the goal is to get all the way up, extend as high as I can to fry those glutes and hamstrings at the top, a little bit of back. And on the last one, I really wanted to get my feet off the ground. Felt like they came off the ground, but those bands are really pulling you down to the ground and forward. So you're actually having to lean back, whereas with an Atlas stone, you would be coming up and a little bit forward with that, with the load. With the way these bands are set up where they're pulling you forward, you're coming up and you have to go a little bit back on your heels. And then when you jump, the band pulls you forward as well. But that's definitely a keeper. It's definitely going to be one of my dynamic effort exercises, part of my warm-ups, and part of my secondary exercises on Atlas stones and sandbag days. From there, my goodness, what did we work on? I did skip a couple of things. That was pretty much it. I did a lot of abs, the side bends with the abs, bands out in front, pulling my feet, pulling my abs in. I think you can probably see, man, I've had a lot of comments about how fat I've gotten lately. It's really wild because I'm not really fat. My belly is just, my abdominal wall is ripped open. So and I think that you can see that on the side bends. I'm hoping you see it on the video quality because I actually have abs, and then when I turn sideways you can see all of the abs. My belly is just distended, and then when I'm doing the bicycles, you should be able to see the line down the center of my belly where the abdominal wall is just spread open. So I'm working on that, and I think a lot of that stuff, a lot of the work that I'm doing on the reverse hyper, a lot of the leg raises, a lot of the planks that I did in here I haven't talked about yet. They're all part of getting everything to kind of come back together and be a lot more functional. And then of course I did do the planks in here. I did some stuff on the balance pad, on the little balance circle as well. I think all of that is part of me being more aware of how to use my body. I've been so beat up and dysfunctional for a long time that I have to be able to do that stuff every single day. And it's not just coming in and doing it, it's the preparation to get my body ready to be able to do that stuff that I need to be doing. The stretching, the moving, a lot of the stretching with the sandbags, and I keep these sandbags here in the living room floor. A lot of times during the day, if I'm playing with my sons, I'll grab a sandbag and just bear hug it like an Atlas stone, sit into a full squat, let it stretch my feet, let it stretch my ankles, let it stretch my knees. And lo and behold, the last couple of months that I've been doing that, having a lot less pain in my feet, a lot less numbness in my feet, less pain in my calves. I'm still sore as crazy. I'm always sore, but I'm having a lot less dysfunctional pain, let's say. So basically finished everything off with just a little bit of rower. Wanted a little bit more back in the exercise than actual technical skill rowing. And just to get my heart moving a little bit more before I eat, work, eat, and go to bed. So solid training session, guys. I can't complain. Very, very productive with what I did outside. Especially all things considering, I think that I'm definitely on my way to not all-time PRs, you know, probably not 400-pound Atlas stones, but I'm back on my way to at least being respectable in my mind on what I can do on Atlas stones and be a heck of a lot safer in the process. And to have a line on a 150, 330-pound Atlas stone, possibly coming in about 8 weeks. So it would be just enough time that I could set the PR reps for this one, and then if that stone happened to be there, I could load it. So hope you enjoyed, guys. Great training session. Lots of photos and funny stuff in this training session. Enjoy, eat well. I'll see you on Sunday, guys, for log press. Have a good one.